If you have ever dreamed of becoming a firefighter, well, now you have your chance. Captain Chris Hopkins from the Colerain Township Department of Fire and EMS is here to talk to us about their adult academy. So, Captain Hopkins, thanks for being here this morning.
Glad to be here.
So let's talk about the, is there a need for firefighters right now?
Yes, I think all across the country, every job needs people, but we are definitely looking for 15 to 20 excellent young people to join our recruit academy. It's our main source of hiring for our department, and that's how we fill our staffing every year. We do hire already certified people, but this is the main way that we do it.
And what sort of traits, characteristics are you looking for in applicants?
So physical fitness, obviously our job is a blue collar job. So we have to lift a lot of weight. We have to drag heavy hoses, wear heavy gear in hot weather. Like today, it's going to be 94 degrees. So we're essentially wearing oven mitts and then going in and working. And then folks that we go out and help through emergency medical services, they're mainly adults. So we have to be able to lift and manipulate them. Cardiovascular fitness, they have to be able to run 1.5 miles in 15 minutes to even get in the academy. And then obviously good moral and ethical behavior and character, because we help people when they're at their weakest. So if I was very sick, say I was a citizen, I might be unconscious or unresponsive, they have an expectation, they can trust us to come into their home while they're vulnerable and treat them professionally and effectively.
So if a candidate is interested in the program, what do they do in the Fire Academy? Because I know you have some pretty intense training, as you mentioned, to be able to do these things, right?
So it's a very long program. So in its totality, it's 11 months, but it's fire suppression, so moving hoses, putting water on fire. It's wearing turnout gear, SCBAs, which is a closed regulator system that you breathe through. It's forcible entry, forcing doors open, cutting things. People in car wrecks, they've seen it on TV shows where we show up and we have to rip doors off, take hoods off. And then emergency medical services, we have to show up, evaluate the patient, assess what their needs are, treat them effectively, and then take them to definitive care. So all of that is in there, and it's a large amount of things. And then hazardous materials incidents, so there's a own special section just for that. Go to any roadway, there's trucks carrying all kinds of goods that can be hazardous to people. So it's a very large amount of material, but it's the most rewarding job you'll ever have.
I was going to say, it sounds like, an awful lot to somebody who's listening to this sort of thing, but I mean, the candidates you're looking for, they'll be able to get this training at the academy?
Yeah, so the advantage that we have, so there are other academies, so they can choose other academies. When they go there, they would have to pay for that training. At the end of the training, then they would apply at various departments, including Colerain. We do hire folks who are trained at other academies. But the advantage to our academy is they will attend for free, so they pay no tuition. We supply all their equipment, we supply all their training. They have increased assimilation because they're trained by us. They're trained in our facilities with our personnel. So as they go through the program, they already know 20 of us. It's a 160-person department, but they already know that. They already know us. And when they get to the end of their training and they come on shift, now they walk in a firehouse and they don't feel out of place. They might know 2 or 3 of the instructors or officers that are in that station. So we get better assimilation, better trained people because they train on our equipment by our personnel.
And I know you mentioned this is the greatest job you'll ever have. What do you love about being a firefighter?
So for us, we're firefighter and EMS, so most of our job is emergency medical services. Things don't burn as often as they used to. So 84% of our profession is taking care of people's emergency medical needs. For me personally, impacting people on a personal level, I'm a personal guy. The best moments of my career, not the most exciting necessarily, because obviously fighting a fire is very exciting, but where I've changed someone's day and taken their worst day ever and either helped save their life as part of a team or just made their day better. That's, to me, you can't beat it. You can't beat it at all.
Well, I mean, that sounds great right there. If there's somebody who is watching this right now and they'd like to learn more and they're interested in the academy, where can they go for more information and how do they apply?
So they can go to www.colerain.org. Then they'll see a jobs tab, and when they click the jobs tab, it'll open a menu of positions, and they'll apply for the Colerain Fire Recruit Academy, no certifications. So there's a link for people who are already certified. They don't want that one. It'll be fairly obvious. They'll click that. They'll go through the steps of the application and submit it at the end.
All right.
And so if they have problems with submission, just make sure they let us know.
Oh, that sounds good. Well, Captain Hopkins, thank you so much for all that you do with Colerain Fire and EMS, and hopefully we'll get some quality candidates for you.
I hope so too. We're glad to have them.
All right. Thanks for being here.